Yeah, welcome to Düsseldorf 2024. Live video, but live video as well means we're producing stuff for our YouTube channel or for the YouTube channel of WEBOAT, which we can then later use for potential customers, for people interested in some more information. So it's not about the live only, it's as well a production. So Michael is here to cut it, and we have the material for future use. Julian, thanks for joining. I think you becoming more and more the face for our members, for the whole harbor setup we have in Kalanova. I'm unfortunately drawn back into office works as this whole venture starts growing. It's mostly you and David. David's here. If you see him, just point him out quickly. He can't join for now, but he will be saying hi at least in a minute. First recap of 2023. What were your impressions from the boat club? What were members' feedbacks? Give us an idea, or the future members or the actual members an idea.
Well, I'm very happy. I think over 50 members came to visit us. They visited both booths, Nimbus and Axopar, came to see us. We also have a few new members who are interested. And they also actually, Jürgen just texted me, he's coming down to Düsseldorf.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, overall happy. They're happy with the boats. Most of them are continuing. Some even are doing upgrades. So I think we can be pleased, right?
Let's use this for the most common questions. I've been to the Caribbean, you met some new members. What's the biggest or the most frequent questions about the membership and the boat club, and how does it, what comes up the most?
The most frequent question would be, what are my limitations? How often can I book a boat?
And then it's hard to believe, but the limitation
Unlimited.
is unlimited. We call it unlimited boating. As the owner of a boat can do unlimited boating as well. If you buy a boat for 300,000 euro, you can drive as much as you want or as time permits. So our members enjoy the same. We want to make them feel as it would be their own boat, and we have actually members, they tell to their friends, this is my boat, or this is my boat. So I'm not sure if they even tell them that's a membership boat, but that's exactly the idea. The limitation comes from different stuff. It comes from personal life. So you want to go play golf, you want to do other adventures, not just being on the water. As well, there's another limitation which comes from there being 7 members per boat, so 7 days per week, 7 members per boat, which have the same rights to use the boats without limitations. The booking process is then, I think, the next biggest concern. What's the process? How can I book? And we updating this concept like for the first 2-3 years, but I think now we have a system which works very consistent. It's all online based, it's web based. We're going to show that in a second how that works. But the rights to book is, to picture the easiest, if I would place a calendar with all 365 days per year in front of us, and each of the 7 members per boat get 2 booking tokens, like physical booking tokens. And I put the first one on the 15th of April and the second one of the 1st of June because it's my wife's birthday or whatever. I want to block this date to have it for sure. This could be a half-day booking, this could be a full day from sunrise to sunset. It's just one booking. When it comes to this date, I then take this token back, drive the whole day with my friends, with my family, talk while we're out or when is the next day we should go out, and place the token on the next date I want to block. This is only possible if this date is not booked by you, for example, because it's your wife's birthday or whatever day you want to take the boat and you block this boat already. So there's some limitation, but there's no limitation in how many days, how many times. This is not limited, and it works well. I mean, the last year we had an average over all members of 21 times boat usage, but it varies. Some people are using it 12 times, some people are using it 25 times. That's a wide range of use. Additional, we have is one of the fundamentals, because for us it's always a marketing tool. It's never, the boat club is not the business model. The business model is us being
Sales.
dealer. So with Boat of Polch we sell boats to Ibiza, to Mallorca, to south of France, to Germany, and all these interested people are sent to Mallorca. It's super easy, convenient to come to fly in and test the boat. So we give charter days to those people testing it, and there's a limitation for us. So per boat we can put a maximum of 30 days of charter, additionally to the 7 members. And last year, we just closed the last year, it was between 28 on the 28 foot, or we had on one boat where we had 31 days. Mm-hmm. So it's actually very, very balanced, which surprised me as well.
Other most frequent question would be if a boat is not available.
We have the level system, so you book a membership for an S member, for M, L or XL. That brings you a certain tier of boats, up to 8 meter, up to 10 meter, up to 12 meter, up to 15 meter. And you can always book up, like levels up. That means then you have to pay 50% of the daily charter rate. Mm-hmm. Or you can book down on a short-term notice, so 24 hours in advance. You can book all boats in the lower level. Because that's something we forgot mentioning. If I placed my tokens in the future, I can still check in the app or online on the website to see, I want to go out boating today. A friend came to visit me on short notice, and we in the harbor, we see there's a boat available, you just check if it's available. And with me having these 2 tokens already placed, I can still add another short minute or last minute on the same day, or for the next day, within the next 24 hours. And that gets used quite a lot, because it makes you even more feel like a member, like an owner of the boat. Mm-hmm. You go to the harbor, you have a coffee, and you see, it's actually quite nice weather. Why don't we take out the boat like right now, jump on the boat. The boats are always prepared, and we take it for a spin, go wakeboarding. We have a member, Felix. He comes, I don't know, when he's there, he takes the boat out at 7 o'clock in the morning, goes wakeboarding, goes just for a quick cruise, comes back, and at 10 o'clock the next member comes to use the boat. Felix, that's a respect for that. That's important. We talked a bit about the tiers. There's a price which you can find on the website. Yeah. There's actually no extra costs. That's the cost you pay the membership. It's similar to a fitness gym. Let's call it a spinning bike. It's not your spinning bike, it's still our spinning bike, but you want to use it, you block it. And when it comes then to using the boat, in our case, the only extra cost you have is the fuel. And once we go into the booking and on the app, which Michelle changes in a minute, then we can see as well how the fuel gets calculated, or not calculated, it's actually measured, and then invoiced to the member.
Can members stay out longer than our slots? Like, I get that also quite often. Like, can we stay on the boat overnight for more than just a night, 2, 3, 4 nights?
So the principle is that you have these 2 booking slots. Let's say you book a Thursday and a Friday, then you can, at request, stay over the night, because on a normal use the boat needs to come back at the port, or we authorize that the boat stays in a different port. And we always find a solution. I think most members who know that we find always a way to accommodate all these extra wishes. Michael, like one member, he takes every year, since he's a member, he always has these 3 days where he takes the boat to Calador in the after season, like end of September, for poker round with his friends. They stay for 2 nights in Robinson Club, and then they comes back having the boat used 3 times. So there's always, we find solutions. There's not like it's an anonymous company where the rules are super strict. Yeah. We find a way to accommodate mostly you.
And I think that's important, right? It's more like a community.
It's a family.
The members, not just an X number in the system.
Yeah. Like people ask us, why don't we have a glossy like brochure and like sell these memberships? There's 2 reasons. First, we're quite full, so we need more boats to accommodate the requests of members. But it's mostly, I would say, all the members getting referred to us. And that's the best. Friends of friends I heard of. I'm a member. Don't you join? Want you to join as well? Because I can sell you something. End of the year, you paid 20,000 euro, and you just said, Tom, fuck you. Fuck you. Sorry. We couldn't use the boat. It didn't work. But if a friend refers you and he has a good experience from the past, that's our main ambassador, and this ambassadorship works really, really, really well. Nice. It's a good community, which we experienced. We had a very cool event last year. Probably you want to talk about our member day.
That's happening again from the 30th until the 1st of May.
30th of April, 24, yeah.
And we had actually Sabine visiting us, and she still talks about it today. She was so enthusiastic and happy, and she still shows me the pictures. And yeah, we did in the mornings. The members from the M got to drive the L boat. The XL members, they drove a smaller boat. They got to test the joystick. They got to test different maneuvers. Then we did an outing. We had lunch on the boats. Then we came back to the harbor. We had a massive braai, a massive barbecue for the Americans.
A really cool day. We're going to repeat this year, end of April, 1st of May. We send out invitations, all the members, all the boat owners. We have like 150 boat owners in Mallorca. They're all going to be invited. We had 120, 130 people last year. Booked that. We have some exciting stuff happening around boating. But as well, boating will be in the main focus, making connections, meeting friends, planning the next
Shall we go back to the app and show the app?
Yes, let's hop into the app. Probably Michael can change the screen and show the screen live. So that's me already logged in. So it's not only the application, you can do it as well on the website, but this would be the application, or it's called a web app, so it's actually a website.
Or you can reach out to us, or me.
You can reach out to us. After logging in or creating your account, that's always the first step. Logging in, the password will then be saved. And that's our start screen. And here we see first information regarding my last trip. That was on the 18th of July 2023. That's just a demo account. Going into, you see the boat, you see the times booked, as well you see the fuel consumption. So there were 130 liters of fuel used, and they would be invoiced at €240.50.
How does that work? Does the member get an invoice every month at the end of the season?
So the fuel is measured by device which is installed in the boat, so it's on the milliliter exact. And then I try to do it every 2 or 3 months to send an invoice. If someone hasn't gotten his invoice, just give me a poke and I send the invoice out. And there will be more features in the future, like the check-in, the check-out will be done for this year, but they keep constantly developing. If we then go to the Explore tab, we can pick us a date and say, okay, I want to go boating on the 1st of or on the 2nd of May, and show me what boats are available. I will then see the boats in my level, so that's why it says my boats. I can see as well the time slots available, so it could be only a sundowner session, it could be the full day, it could be different time slots. Or I can see the boats which I have last minute discount or upgraded discount on here. And if I go to the dash, I can book the other way around, so I cannot just check what I want to or what date. I can go onto one of the boats. Let's call it the Bravo Shadow 900. First, of course, I can see more pictures, can see lots of details of the boats. But as well, I can then say, I want to drive this boat and I want to see which dates this boat is available. And then you see, for example, the 15th and the 16th of February, the boat would only be available in the morning. So you see on the 16th now it's half red, half green. So I can only book the morning because the afternoon slot is already taken by someone else. The rest of the year is green. It's going to fill, of course, but it's mostly what we see is that it's quite last minute, the bookings. So normally we see the bookings coming in 10 days before the date. The question always comes, can I boat enough? If you couldn't boat enough, then it wouldn't work for us. Michi, you can come back on the screen. The screen I think we're done, showed the app. Go back to the camera. Can I boat enough? If you wouldn't be able to boat enough, you would leave the club after 1 year and be very disappointed. I think we're trying to keep availability high. We join people, members going out together because they say, we want to go out fishing or going to this bay, don't you want to come with us? So we have 2-3 members joining that, working quite well. Questions I get now a lot because we're here on the show. Julian is on the Nimbus stand. I'm more here at the Axopar and Bravo side. What boats we're getting? That's super exciting. We're surrounded by our new boats, but we have a special session where we're just going to present all the boats in a separate video. Yeah, 8 boats we have here on the show going to come into the boat club, replacing boats from last year, just recently sold, and we have a separate video for this. I think there are no questions for now, but if there are any questions coming up, Julian is always reachable almost 24/7. I'm 24/7 online answering WhatsApps or emails. Shoot us a message. Go on Instagram, WEBOAT.club, send a message there. Start following us for more updates regarding boats and events. And we should see us on the 1st of May, 30th of April, or here on the boat show, or by email, Sea Trials in Calanova. That's what we're there for. Thanks, Julian, for joining.
Thank you for having me.
David didn't come by, but he says hi to all the members. He's looking forward to the 2024 season, as we are. And thanks for watching, and see you out on the water.